big win today. This was an exciting game. How does it feel? How were you guys able to stay, locked in for that really close fourth quarter?
I feel like I can say that we're a resilient team after tonight's fight. Coach Janice is a coach that makes adjustments that make it difficult for us. So I truly respect Coach and what she's done with the Groove. But I'm very, very proud of my team, who's now actually adopting the identity, truly and genuinely, that we have to be a defensive team and we have to out-rebound teams. I mean, they made it difficult for us to clear the boards like we wanted to, but we still ended up victorious on the rebounding front. And more importantly, I think we got stops in critical times against some players that are very, very offensively talented.
And I believe it was A.D. Durr had the most points tonight.
I wanted A.D. Durr to have a 30-piece tonight, but she got going really, really early. And I've been minimizing her minutes, just trying to respect her legs and get her to the point where she's back in tip-top shape. And she's been on such a tear offensively that I think I've been jeopardizing her of opportunities to be, all that she can be offensively for this team.
And I mean, there was a notable absence in the lineup tonight.
Notable absence, that's right. Well, Deja Kelly's been leading our team, and I'm even more elated to know that we have a roster full of players that will step up and truly next player up to get it done and bond together. Deja Kelly unfortunately came down with something that prevented her from actually getting on the court. But I tell you, her presence was felt on the court because she was trying to be my assistant coach, calling out plays, talking to other guards, and actually giving her insight from the bench as she sat, So hopefully she recovers really, really quickly. But she's a trooper for even being here tonight. She probably should have been laid up somewhere in the bed. But to have the league's leading scorer, leading assist person, top 3 steals person on the bench and still be able to be victorious against this team says a lot about the personnel we have. I'm also going to talk about KK Deans, who was able to be thrown in the fire, come up with 5 assists and run a team that she's just joined a week or so ago. And then probably most notable right now, I'm going to go with Kiki Jefferson, who came in and gave us 13 points in less than 10 minutes. That's what she's capable of doing. She's a mismatch problem. She's a 3, she's a 4, she's an intellectual player. So I'm excited about this roster.
Tell me about again, it was a close game. I feel like the other wins you guys have been there've been a bit more of a gap. How is this team able to kind of lock in and really dig in and just grind out this win?
Well, I think we have basketball players who have IQs, and they're able to point out, prior to me even having to bring it to their attention, who's hot, how they're getting their scoring opportunities, and they tell me the best ways they think that we should play them defensively. So when you have a team full of players that are talented and capable, and then they also have the mindsets, first of all, to be coached by each other, and they know what to do to stop players. They are learning players' tendencies and personnel. And then I have an assistant coach who's able to, recite what plays are going to happen before they happen, because we've done a lot of film work on our own, and we're able to present that information to our players. So it's just coming together, and hopefully we do nothing but continue to get better from this point on.
And this is a million games in a row that have been Groove versus Crown. How has it been kind of being able to stay? I mean, I'm sure it's useful to be on top of their plays, but how is it having them also on top of your plays and knowing you guys obviously have a lot of film on each other?
Well, I think now it becomes strategic from the coach's standpoint, but at the same time, I had a player that said in our locker room, like, listen, it's become less and less about X's and O's, but about knowing personnel. We know each other. I mean, each team knows one another, and it's about who's going to be the most effective in executing what the defensive strategy may be and actually pulling out a repertoire offensively, doing something that hasn't been seen. So it's about execution. I mean, it's basketball. So for the most part, everybody knows what everybody's going to do. We know sets, we know plays, we know tendencies, but who's going to play harder, who's going to go that extra mile? and who's going to be tougher in the very end.
Okay, and what can we expect to see in the conclusion of this million-game series?
Right,
on
one more
Sunday?
coming up in, 48 hours. I have no expectations other than the Charlotte Crown will come on and play a little bit better. We'll get a little less turnovers, and then we'll play with the defensive intensity for 40 minutes as opposed to maybe 30. So looking forward to it.